Hello, everybody. I'm Jean McDonald, and I'm here on Tuesday to give you this week's Tuesday transition tip. And what's come up is usually I talk about big transitions in our life, those tough transitions that are usually just thrown on us, like um, a death of a family member or a friend, an illness or injury or trauma, things that change our lives in a heartbeat. And those types of transitions can be very difficult because they catch us off guard. But one transition that I really haven't talked about very much is the subtle transitions. With people in my age group, it's aging, finding that we can't do the things we've always done, that we can't eat the things we've always eaten and not have our weight change. We can't, um, usually it's mobility or food, at least in my case. But the thing is to notice is even with young people, as you go from your teens to your 20s to your 30s, and your life starts to change. Maybe your values start to you get in touch more with your true values in life, and others respect those values more. Maybe when you're younger, you don't always value security and health and little things that become very important as we get older. So one thing I wanted to mention is that these little changes, say you're heading in a direction and you change something even just like 1 or 2 degrees, the end goal is in a totally different place than where you think you're going. Now this is be a good thing because a small change in your diet that's more healthful can direct you to a better, healthier life. A small change in activity can affect your life in the long run. And this is true emotionally. When you don't let things irritate you as much, or you don't feel as guilty or shameful for things that happened in the past. We can't change the past, but we can change how we view the past and let some of that stuff go. And as we move forward in your positive, strong self. And that'll take you from maybe being here to a better direction. Better direction, whichever way you want to go, a better way for you to be. So that is my tip today is pay attention to the small changes that have occurred in your life and are still occurring in your life, and just double check that your compass setting is where you want it to be. Sometimes these changes, bad habit, can take us into that direction we don't want to be. So we want to check in on our inner compass and make sure our life is still directed into that fabulous, positive, healthful, happy place. Joyful. I love joyful. That's my favorite word. Joyful place for it to be. And how do you know when you're not headed that way? Well, the biggest indicator is when something feels unsettling, something's annoying you, bothering you, feeling incongruent. And it might be something that's always been okay, that's always maybe been your go to habit, your go to thing. When that starts to feel incongruent or just off, or you just don't want to do it anymore, that's that indicator that something's changing inside that you need to look at and see if it's directing you to that better place, that place of joy. So, with that, have a great week. We'll talk to you next Tuesday. On Mondays, my newsletter goes out. You can go to gmcdonald.com and sign up. This week, We won't be doing the caregiver support group on Thursday, and it's just because I have a conflict with a coaching session. I do one on one coaching, and sometimes I have conflicts, but usually I keep that Thursday evening, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time right now, for uh, our our caregiver support group, and mostly want to focus on how to navigate caregiving when you're new to it, especially when you're new to that situation. So, with that, have an awesome week, and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.